Okay, today we're talking about 2.8 postulates and diagrams. Alright, we have 7 postulates that we need to go over in this video. So the first one is 2.1, and it's the 2-point postulate. And the 2-point postulate says that through any 2 points, there exists exactly one line. So an example would be if I had points A and point B, that means I can draw exactly one line through those 2 points. Now, if I try to draw it the other way, we can't say that's a different line because it's overlapping on the one we just drew. Okay, so there's exactly one line that exists through any 2 points. That brings us to postulate number 2.2 is the line point postulate. And this states that a line contains at least 2 points. And what this means is if we draw a line, we know we have to have at least 2 points on our line in order to draw it. Okay, so it's pretty much the same picture as postulate 2.1. Okay. Next postulate is postulate 2.3, the line intersection postulate. And this postulate states that if 2 lines intersect, then their intersection is exactly 1 point. So an example of that would be if I have 2 lines drawn, and we're going to label one line N, and we'll do the other line as M. And we can see where they intersect, that means where they cross, they form a point. And we're going to call that point C. So anytime we have 2 lines, they're going to intersect and make a point. Okay. Next postulate is postulate 2.4, which is the 3-point postulate. And this postulate states that through any 3 non-collinear points, there exists exactly one plane. And postulate 2.5 kind of goes with this one, so I'm going to have to put that up there as well. 2.5 is the plane point postulate, which states a plane contains at least 3 non-collinear points. Okay, so here's an example. We have 3 random points. We're going to call those A, B, and C, and that means that I can make a plane that contains those 3 points. And notice how I did not put them in the same line. If they were in the same line, technically, yes, you could make a plane out of them, but we wouldn't know if you were talking about a plane or if you were just talking about 3 points that were on the same line. So it's very important that if you are making your plane, that you have your 3 points that are not collinear. Okay, non-collinear. Next postulate is going to be 2.5, which states that, 2.6, the plane line postulate. And it states that if 2 points lie in a plane, then the line containing them lies in the plane. Okay, so a visualization of that, we have our plane, and we have 2 points, D and E, lying on our plane. If I were to draw a line through those 2 points, that line would have to be on my plane as well. That's all it's saying. The next postulate is 2.7, which is the plane intersection postulate. And that states that if 2 planes intersect, then their intersection is a line. So we're going to draw that. First we start with our parallelogram for the first plane. And then you want to pick 2 points on the edges of the plane and draw straight up. You want to connect those tops together. You draw a dotted line to show that we have part of the plane on the other side of that horizontal plane. Draw a line straight down, connect those two pieces together, and we can see through these 2 points that's their intersection, and that is a line that it formed. Okay, so the plane intersection postulate just says that if 2 planes intersect, then their intersection is a line. Okay. And these are the 7 postulates you need to know, and you will be doing more examples in class. Just make sure you have these 7 postulates written down so that way we can move on. Have a good day.